This episode of Empire is brought to you by Quicknode. Quicknode is an end-to-end blockchain development platform that makes building Web3 apps super easy. No matter what you want to build, you can effortlessly develop any application by leveraging their elastic APIs. Go to quicknode.com, use code Empire. You'll get a free month on their feature-backed build plan. That's right. Go to quicknode.com. You'll get a free month to start playing around. You'll hear more about Quicknode later in the show. This episode is brought to you by KWENTA, the premier derivatives platform on Optimism that offers deep liquidity, low fees, and up to 50x leverage across 24 different assets. You'll hear more about KWENTA later in the show. All right, everyone. Special episode of Empire. We have Justin Sun, founder of Tron, joining us. Justin, how you doing, man?
I'm good. So glad to be here. And I would like to introduce our business to everyone here today.
Yeah, let's start with the, I know you've put us on a tight time schedule here. I know it's late over there as well. So let's start with the end in mind and just jump right into it. What would you say is the end goal for Tron, or maybe differently put, like the big vision for Tron?
Yes, definitely. I think we have been a very reliable layer one solution for the whole industry for quite a long time. So first we invented Tron protocol in about 2017. Later, we turned this protocol into one of the largest stablecoin network in the world. But of course, I mean, the stablecoin is only one of the focus of Tron network. We also focus on DeFi, NFT, GameFi, exchange solution. So lots of other business. But I think right now we are doing the best in stablecoin. But recently, we also introduced BitTorrent network, which is a layer 2 solution for blockchain and also a cross-chain solution. We connected Ethereum, BSC, and the Tron together. So that's why recently you have seen we have collaborated with MDEX, Kyber, and Fidea. So lots of DeFi application in terms of integrating to BitTorrent network. So basically, always building the best infrastructure in the industry.
Nice. All right. So you have Tron, the smart contract platform, and then there's Tron, like the builder of, I guess I'd call them applications. Like you mentioned, exchange solutions and stables.
Exactly.
Do you see, when you think about like the competitive landscape for you guys, do you see something like Ethereum being a bigger competitor, or another maybe centralized company like a Binance being a bigger competitor?
Yes. So for us, I think right now we are basically doing lots of business, right? And we want to integrate them together to have synergy. So that's why I think this is depend on what's the angle you see the picture, right? So for us, for one side, of course, I think Tron compete with Ethereum in terms of layer one solution, right? But on the other side, for example, BitTorrent protocol is connecting Ethereum, Tron, and the BNB chain. So basically, actually, it helps Tron protocol to integrate with Ethereum because we offer some kind of the services. Ethereum users can very easy to move their assets to Tron blockchain, to BSC blockchain. So in this angle, Ethereum become like a partner of us, right? So and also, of course, I think for our exchange solution, we listing BSC, Ethereum, and Tron token, ecosystem token all the time. So that's why I believe blockchain space is very big. So basically, we have lots of room to grow our business. I always see other company in the space as a partners rather than competitor, because I think collaborate together, we will have more synergy than ourselves, right, doing the business.
Yeah, you guys have made some really interesting acquisitions over the years.
Yes,
you guys acquired, I think it was Huobi in October of 2022.
Yes.
How do you think about competing with Binance long term? They're kind of the 800-pound gorilla in the exchange space.
Yes. So first of all, I think exchange has been a long-standing business over years, right? So back to like 2012, like MT Gox like age, right? So we have seen lots of the companies going up and downs, but always exchange is the core business, and everyone talks about like exchange. I think Poloniex used to be like the dominant exchange before 2017, and also like Huobi, like other exchange, also wants to be like one of the largest exchange. But I think today Binance have over around 60% of the whole market share. But I believe in the long term, exchange will be diversified. One of the biggest reason is because the assets in the industry changing all the time, right? So exchange, crypto exchange today, it's not like Nasdaq, right? In United States, which I mean, the major companies all listed in the same exchange, right? Like Apple, like Tesla, they're gonna be always be the most tradable stocks in the market. But for crypto, it's different, right? So recently, even PEEP, right, become PEPE, like become the most like tradable assets across all different platform. You know, even they have like several times bigger even than lots of the major DeFi token we have known. So that's why not even talk about like Shiba, like in 2021, right? So basically, I believe the theme of assets, digital assets, gonna be changing all the time. So that's why I believe exchange will always have their different advantages because of the assets they depend on. So that's why I also believe like Binance, I also see Binance always as one of our most important partners because we collaborate with them in lots of perspective, right? So, and I believe eventually the industry will become lots of the exchange listing different layer of the assets. Binance probably good at listing mainstream assets, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Huobi, Poloniex, and other exchange will be very good at listed innovative assets, right? So I think this kind of the different layer of the capital markets is also very important if you want to see the business. So that's why I always believe everyone has a room to grow their business.
Yeah. Let's talk about the other side of the business, which you said,
Yes.
so you do all these things like NFTs and DeFi and
Yes.
the exchange solution side of the business. But you mentioned that the most kind of dominant part of the business is the stablecoin network. So right now, and I would agree with that, right? The biggest use case right now for Tron is that you're the layer one of choice for Tether. I think it's a $45 billion market of Tether on Tron, something like that. And you guys, I think maybe folks in the US might not be aware that Tether on Tron actually exceeds Tether on Ethereum.
Exactly.
Are you worried at all that like with Tether losing market share to something like USDC, that Tron is losing its main application?
Yes. So first of all, of course, we collaborate with all different kind of the stablecoin, in the industry. Actually, today, Tron is also the third largest stablecoin network for USDC. And also we are the number one stablecoin network for TUSD. So basically we collaborate with everyone, USDT, TUSD, USDC, and also we have decentralized stablecoin solution like USDD, USDJ. Basically we offer everything we can to customer, right? So they have all different choices of stablecoin, but which one they're gonna prefer, we can't we can't decide that. So I think right now Tether obviously is the priority. Like everyone loves Tether, especially in Asia. So we have a very big use case in Asia. So lots of folks in United States, they might not come to Asia. But if you come to Asia, like any country, for example, like Thailand, Vietnam, Malaysia, like Singapore, you can see Tether everywhere. So basically, lots of shops, lots of people actually take Tether as one of their most important local payment solution. So even we see lots of the traffic from Nigeria, Africa, Europe, especially Asia countries like Turkey, South America like Brazil, Argentina. We saw lots of use cases. So that's why that's something I also proud of. So basically, we have expanded crypto payment solution, not limited only in our industry, right? For depositing to exchange to do trading, but actually it started to have real use case in people's daily life, and especially for third world country, right? So I think stablecoin solution really help them to bring down the cost of their lives and the cost of their business. Basically make their life better. So that's like something I'm proud of. But also, I think rather than focus on Tether only stablecoin network, right? So right now we are also help grow a USDC, TUSD, USDT, USDJ business, because we want them to be a diversified stablecoin network to offer different options for our customer to grow their business.
Yeah. All right. So you mentioned stablecoins a couple of times, and then you also mentioned Binance a couple of times. I got to ask,
Yes.
what happened with the recent like $56 million TUSD Binance
Yes.
Binance transfer? What happened? And for those who aren't aware, it seemed like you kind of transferred 56 million of TUSD to Binance to maybe farm the Sui airdrop. What happened there?
Yes. So basically, Tron Ventures, we are one of the partners, market maker partners for TUSD. So we basically make markets for TUSD on different exchanges. But of course, I think Binance is our main focus. So I think 2 days ago, we have seen the surge of TUSD price in Binance exchange. So that's why Tron Ventures mint lots of TUSD and we deposit into Binance. The purpose of those funds is only for market making for TUSD trading pairs. So actually, we have no intention to participate in any like Sui or any other lending or borrowing like business on Binance. But actually, I think at that time, because we have different people manage different trading accounts. So for our teammates, they probably don't know the purpose of use those funds. So they basically move some funds to the Sui like launch pool activities. So I think once we find out this mistake, so we immediately contact Binance and refunded like all the Sui token we have and give back to the pool. And still, I think right now you can see most of the liquidity on TUSD on Binance. So Tron Ventures be a very big part of it.
All right, quick break from the show. There is this kind of overused cliche saying in crypto, but it's true. Bear markets are for building. And everyone tells you that and everyone knows it. What people don't know is that if you're building apps in crypto and building apps in Web3 without using Quicknode, you are building on hard mode. So Quicknode is this amazing blockchain development platform. It reduces costs, streamlines the time to market for your app, and it offers consistent performance at scale. For folks that have built apps, you will know that there are a couple key points here. One, Quicknode offers unlimited endpoints across 18 different chains and 35 different networks. They have response times that are 2.5 times faster than any of their competitors, 99.99% uptime, and a dedicated 24/7 customer support team. If you've been listening to Empire for a while, you might know that I am no Gigabrain developer, but I do know a lot of devs and a lot of great product teams at other places. So when I see Coinbase and Twitter and Adobe and OpenSea and Dune Analytics all leveraging and trusting Quicknode to power their business, that's when we get excited and that's when we want to partner with them. They're the best solution for any leading crypto and Web3 company that is seeking an end-to-end blockchain development platform right out of the box. So my message to you, get off hard mode, let Quicknode handle the blockchain infrastructure, let Quicknode handle the security, let Quicknode handle the performance while you focus on building beautiful products for your users. Visit quicknode.com, super easy. You can use code EMPIRE. You'll get a free month on their build plan. So don't forget to use code EMPIRE. Santi and I got to get credit for this one so they know that we sent you, and you will get a first month free. Hope you guys enjoy it. This episode is brought to you by KWENTA. Trade smarter with KWENTA. KWENTA is the premier derivatives trading platform on Optimism that features deep liquidity, low fees, and up to 50x leverage across 24 different assets, all powered by synthetics. If you want to trade crypto, Forex, or commodities on chain, KWENTA is the platform for you. It's built for both the casual degen and advanced traders. It offers stop losses, limit orders, cross margining, and a whole bunch of other advanced order types. And unlike most of today's Web3 products, KWENTA has a super easy to use interface, including a position dashboard, charts, and a leaderboard for a seamless experience. Go to KWENTA.io, that's KWENTA.io right now. Tell them we sent you, tell them Santi sent you, tell them Yeno sent you, tell them Empire sent you, KWENTA.io. Hope you guys enjoy. I gotta ask, man. I mean, so it seems like this was your market making team, but there's been other like kind of fun yield farming things that I've seen you doing.
Yes.
Like
yes.
When was it? October. I think it was October when you put like 30 or 40 million into the Aave lending pool. Pulled that out in February. Like, are you?
Yes.
This is moving crypto on chain in big size. Are you doing this yourself? Do you have a team doing this?
Yes. We definitely have a mining team doing this.
Yeah.
So this is very important. So never do DeFi mining by yourself, because DeFi mining actually is very technical because you need to understand the smart contract, the time lock. There's lots of the detail about the DeFi mining here. So actually, you need to have a very tech savvy team to go through like all the loopholes, or sometimes we even see rug pulls on DeFi exchange or get hacked, right, on DeFi protocol. So that's why I think we always need to stay alert, in terms of like DeFi mining. But for myself, of course, I think we are one of the biggest DeFi mining partners in the space. So today, I think we have around $600 million to $700 million in Lido. And we also have around, even today, I think few $100 million in RV, Compound, all the different DeFi application. And also, we are trying out different mining solutions all the time. So actually, we have a team. They will go through like all the mining opportunities in the space, and we will give them like a renting, right? So basically like S, A, B, C, D. So I think right now, because the money also is very limited, so we only mining S rating protocol. So but we are offered to collaborate with all different kind of the DeFi developers. So even they are in A level, B level, we are also partner with them, even building their DeFi application on Tron and BitTorrent. So that's why I think I see mining not only as an opportunity to probably get some yield, but also I think it's a very good channel to collaborate with the DeFi developers in the space.
Nice. 600, 700 million on Lido. Is that your personal money, or is that Tron's money, or like a little bit of both?
Yes. So I think right now it's only my money doing Lido mining. But of course, I think in the future, and also it's not even counted. We also, I think, have around 400 million, 500 million of BETH. So it's it's just like Coinbase ETH staking product, right? So Huobi, we have the same product. I think today we are the third largest actually staking institution. So I think number one is Binance, number two is Coinbase, so number three is Huobi. So so basically, I think we are also one of the most important staking providers and participants in Ethereum network.
How much of this is to get yield? So I think the yield on Lido is something like 4.8% right now, maybe a little bit less.
Yes,
How much is this
yes,
for yield versus like almost basically, I mean, like bribing liquidity basically. So you guys launched
yes,
your own stablecoin USDD, and last time I
yes,
looked, you guys were bribing for liquidity on Convex. How much of this is
yes.
for like liquidity bribing versus yield?
Yes, I think for Yale, as you said, right?
Yeah.
So it's around like 5%, I believe, goes up and down. And for the bribing liquidities on different protocols, right? So we doing on different protocols. From time to time, I think we want to keep the yield is around 8 to 10% of the yield. So even sometimes if we have activities, we even give like 12, like 15% yield, like short term. But of course, I think that's like when you launch some like DeFi product, right? So you need to have a high yield to encourage the users to use the protocol and use the stablecoin. So for today, if you are doing this kind of a leverage on USDT, mining on like Just Land, like curve, like other protocol, you probably get like around 8 to 10% of the yield, right?
Hmm.
So this is all the yield is subsidized by us, so it's transparent. So we subsidize ourselves. So that's why I think it's consistent. And also we calculate very carefully about like how much yield we subsidize every day, right? So we, for example, we have around like 100K to 200K, this kind of the range of the subsidized we will do every day. So that's why I think this is consistent, because I know lots of people might worry about, right, high yield products like Luna, so they can't get their money back. But for USDD and TUSD and all different kind of the yield product we are offering today, so you can see the transparency on our webpage. So I think right now today USDD is 170% collateralized rate with Bitcoin and TRX, and we also have like PSM, so you can convert your USDD with other stablecoin instantly. And I think today, right now, we have around 15 to 20 million dollars pool, so you can convert your money anytime. So it's all transparent and very convenient. So that's why you can check it. And also for the yield farming side, we calculate very carefully to make sure we actually earn money, right? So we farming in other space, and also we subsidize other of our DeFi products. So we will make sure it's always cash positive.
Nice. How many employees work at Tron? You guys have a lot of operations going on.
Yes, I think currently we have around 2,000 people. So
Wow.
globally, so I think we are not the largest, right? I think Binance probably even have 10K. Coinbase, last time I checked, is like 3,000, 4,000. I think OKX has like 4,000 something, right? So I think we will be basically the mid range. I think it's not the
Yeah.
largest, right? So and also I believe we are still a very quite a large team compared to I know there's some like very small team doing a very big job like Lido,
Yeah.
and the other DeFi protocol. Lots of them, like even OpenSea, those team probably only less than 50 people. But I mean that's the charisma of crypto, right? So very small team doing very big business.
Yeah. Could you ever see yourself if this market gets bad enough? Are there any like companies that you're eyeing for an acquisition, like someone like an OpenSea, or is there anyone that you kind of have your eyes on next for an acquisition?
Yes, I think first of all, we are always interested in acquiring business in our industry. One of the reasons is because I believe bring companies together can really find synergy together. So, but also that's also like a very good principle. So if we acquire anyone in the space, we will believe if we can contribute more to their business, right? So we don't want to acquire like some business. Eventually, we're gonna do worse than they are doing, right? So we always want to see like how we can contribute into the business into the first place, and then we will start to see how we can bring the synergy together. As if today, I believe recently DCG definitely has lots of good assets, and also, right, so you need to evaluate whether the sellers wants to sell, right? I think DCG definitely has some motivation because they need to settle with Gemini. They have lots of Genesis. They have lots of creditors, so that's why I believe they have willingness to negotiate. So far, I think that DCG will be like one of the biggest companies in the space. I think probably have lots of interesting assets and are willing to sell.
12 months from now, are you the owner of one DCG asset or two DCG assets? CoinDesk and Grayscale, or just Grayscale?
I don't know. We will see.
We'll see. All right, man. I think I know we got to wrap this up. I know we're coming up on time. The last thing I wanted to ask you is the SEC and on March 22nd said that TRX is a security. What do you think about this?
Yeah, so first of all, I believe the overall SEC strategy on crypto has started to get some like feedback, right? So we have seen recently like Coinbase started suing SEC for their regulation clarity, and also of course SEC is threatening to sue Coinbase, and also they have bring charges against Bittrex and the Paxos, and they already like settled with Kraken in terms of staking. So that's why that's also my point of view. I believe SEC needs to have more regulation clarities rather than like go after the players in the space one by one, even without like telling them like why I'm going after you and what's the standards we need to comply here, right? So that's why I agree with Coinbase complaints recently against like SEC. So they need to bring the regulation clarity first, right? Probably involve like everybody in discussion because lots of the players in the space, serious players in the space, they actually understand like what's the regulators need and what's customer need. So eventually, I think we will find in the middle, right? So and also we need to have clear guidelines and clear rules for what we can do and what eventually we can do in the future. But I mean, the optimistic side is eventually SEC is not the one who decided all the rules, right? It's the court to decide all the rules. So that's why I believe the Ripple case and the Coinbase case, with SEC will really define on the boundaries of how we can do crypto. Eventually, I think in United States. But eventually, I believe if U.S. continue to tighten up the regulation in United States, in long term, it will be bad for United States, not bad for crypto, because crypto entrepreneurs they can move their innovation and their business offshore or to other places like Hong Kong, like Singapore, like Dubai, like Paris, London. This is already become like very popular. We have seen lots of crypto attraction recently in Hong Kong, right? Hong Kong government become like super positive about crypto and wants to get everyone in the space. So that's why eventually I believe this is just like internet, right? So any countries, fallen behind of the internet era will eventually have pushback for themselves rather than the industry. Even in the short term, probably we've seen some like Bitcoin price, Ethereum price, like Tron price crash for few percentage. But eventually, I think if US continue to have this kind of very vague and not clear regulation, it's eventually going to hurt US business.
Justin, always a pleasure. Appreciate the time, man.
Yeah, thank you. Hope to see you next time.